Welcome back to Into the Light, a Different Life Story. Today we have got 10 points in 10 minutes with Lydia Knorr. Lydia, take it.
Thank you. Discovering you, your own uniqueness, is about stepping into the truest expression of yourself and living from a place that feels aligned with who you are. You on the inside, not as defined by anyone else's expectations, not defined by the roles of society, culture, social norms, social media. This is about living from a part of yourself where there exists a knowingness and an awareness that you can't find anywhere else. You may have heard it referred to as your inner spirit, your soul, your higher self. Regardless of the name that you give to it, it is in essence the most essential part of you. It's the part of you that knows you best, and if honored and nourished, it will lead you to a life that feels rooted in self-confidence, a life that feels alive, a life that feels purposeful. This is how I live my life today, and it came by way of my many life experiences that afforded me the opportunity to grow more fully into who I am. Being in a place where I feel peaceful, I feel purposeful, and I feel powerful every single day. I want to share with you the 10 tips for discovering your own uniqueness that will enable you to live authentically and in alignment with the very truest version of yourself. So here we go. Number 1, get clear on your personal core values as they relate to your life today. Recognize that as your life shifts, so will your values. And the best example I can give of this is the institution of family. Many people think that family is the thing they prioritize the most, the thing they value the most. All of the things that go with family: nurturing, nourishment, connection, security, safety, love. But as your family grows and as their priorities shift and as they move away from the nest, you will shift as well. And therefore, the priority you place on that value and that institution will shift. So recognize that as life shifts, so will your values. And the best way to get in touch with your values is to do a core values assessment. Once you've established what your core values are at this point in time in your life, you need to create opportunities to bring them into your life every single day. And this will help inform your thoughts, your decisions, your actions, help you align with your life path, and find out what's important to you now. Your personal core values are the essential foundation in reminding yourself and others of who you truly are. And living in alignment with the things you value most will give you the most out of living. It's as simple as that. Number 2, connect with nature. Being in nature produces a cascade of positive emotions and calms your nervous system. This can help you to cultivate greater openness, greater creativity, connection, generosity, and resilience. Pay attention to the thoughts and the feelings and emotions that you experience when you're in nature, because it's likely that you are getting in touch with the truest part of yourself. Read anything and everything that interests you and inspires you, especially books. Reading is knowledge and it can never be taken from you. And unlike the use of internet and multitasking across platforms, all of your attention when you're reading books is focused on the story. The rest of the world just fades away. So if you can immerse yourself in every fine detail that you're absorbing from stories, you'll develop your character more. Because when we read things that resonate with us, it's really connecting to the truest part of ourselves. Number 4, create experiences that leave you in awe. For those are the highlights of your life. Remember, no two people experience things in the same way. So choose the ones that speak to you. Choose the ones that move you. Choose the ones that light up your heart. 5, disconnect to connect. In other words, get really present. Start with just 10 minutes every day with no technology around you. Use the time to either meditate, do some deep breathing exercises, or just take a walk and notice what thoughts or feelings come to you. This is a great way to get in touch with your inner wisdom. Remember, awakening to your true nature can only and ever happen in the here and the now, in the present moment. The difficulty that we face is the monkey mind that is constantly running around trying to get us to some future place. But the real beauty lies in the fact that your true self isn't something to be discovered at a later time. It's within you right here, right now. Unfortunately, most of us struggle to settle into that simple but sacred truth. Our minds have such a strong grip on us that we can barely sit still for 2 seconds without squirming and trying to avoid how we feel. But like anything worth having, it takes work. So just start with 10 minutes a day. You'll be amazed at what you uncover and what's been inside of you all along. And you may want to take a paper and pen along to record what comes to you. So on that note, number 6, journal. This is probably the best way to peel back the layers to get to your very heart and the truth of who you are. To help you get started, here are some things to consider that you could write about. Write about people and things you love. Write about what creates calm and ease in your life. Write about any self-doubts you have that may keep showing up for you and ask yourself why that might be. Write about recurring dreams you're having and ask what the message might be in those dreams. Write about the top 3 things that you would do with your life if money and time were not an object. Write about what you'd like to learn more of, what you'd like to discover or rediscover. Write about what you would create if you had the skills to do so. Write about what you want your legacy to be and how you want to be remembered. This is your declaration of how you want to live your life and create impact for others. It's a great way to hone in on who you are at your very core. Remember, writing doesn't have to be for anyone's eyes but your own. It's a safe haven for reflection, a place to park your hopes, your dreams, your thoughts, your feelings, a place to work through things, a place to fully express yourself, a place to just be you. Number 7, listen to your instincts and learn to let go of the things that may no longer be serving you. You can do this by tapping into your energy and asking yourself, does this feel good to me or does it not? Does it serve my well-being or doesn't it? Does it feel like a yes? Does it feel like a no? How does this feel in my gut? It's especially important to note that sometimes we don't have the words or the reasoning to articulate why something may or may not feel good to us. And that's okay. We don't have to have the words or the reasoning. We just have to honor what we know in our very core. And if we need to, just let it go. This can be hard to do, though, I understand, because sometimes it means walking away from people and relationships that no longer serve you. But just remember, anything that drains your energy is pulling you away from the truest version of yourself. Strive to align yourself with the things that bring you a sense of calm, a sense of ease, and a sense of inner peace. Number 8, practice gratitude. Gratitude can change your life because it makes you appreciate what you have rather than what you don't have. It's the single most powerful source of inspiration that any person can tap into if they simply just stop and pay attention to the simplistic beauty and miracle of life. Gratitude can be especially powerful. Practice when you find the light inside of the darkness, or you can find the silver linings. Expressing gratitude has incredible healing properties, and it gets you in touch with your heart. Number 9, get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone is where some of the greatest growth and self-discovery happens. This can look like trying new things and experiences, saying yes to something when it's easier just to say no. It can look like taking a new path and leaving people and things you once knew behind. It can look like being really honest with yourself about what's happening in your life and asking the hard questions. Who do I want to be in this lifetime? How do I want to show up? It goes back to what you want your legacy to be. These can be extremely uncomfortable moments, but they're also some of the most rewarding ones. Number 10, channel your inner child. Your inner child is your essence. It's the aspect of yourself that is naturally innocent, uncomplicated, and playful. Think back to when you were a child. What was it that you really enjoyed? What were you most passionate about? Kids are great at finding things that interest them and pursuing them without a care for what others might think. Channel some of that attitude into your adult life by discovering or rediscovering your passions, your hobbies, your interests, and giving yourself permission to enjoy them. At the end of it all, remember this. The only relationship that you can never walk away from is the one you have with yourself. So nourish it and nurture it, and be so rooted in who you are that nobody's presence or absence in your life can disturb your inner peace. That is the ultimate goal of discovering you.
Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful words. Oh, Lydia, I'm so grateful for you to share that wisdom. Thank you so much. And you guys out there, look after yourself. Bye.